Hey guys, you're watching One and Only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Springfield. I think this is episode 99, is it? I think it is. How crazy is that? World Tour next episode. Today, though, we're going to be doing a really cool look. I've chose this building not because it stands out in The Simpsons, but because it's an awesome looking building. I love corner buildings, ones with the doors at a diagonal. I don't know why I like them. I just really like them. And this one has a lot of really cool features. It has like what are they called? Like the I always forget what they're called. They're not banisters. The overhangs. Overhang will do. That sounds acceptable. Overhangs over the windows. A lot of stuff going on the roof. There's even a bird nest at the back, but I don't think that we can actually fit that in Minecraft. I don't think that's going to look all that good. But check this block out. This is cracked stone brick, chiseled stone brick. In this texture pack, it looks beautiful. The normal stone brick is like ordinary, okay, but then the chiseled one has this like whitish texture. Absolutely the single perfect block. I mean, could you ask for a better block? I don't think so. So we need to be careful here because we want to do this wall one block back from the road, because on the corner it gets wide, you know, right on the what is it, like 5 corners? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 corners, but we need to be careful because we need to be able to put this in a spot where the doors are between. Now, what makes this even harder is that we have the width. Let me turn my volume down. I turned the volume down on the recording as well. The last couple of episodes, it seemed to be a little bit loud. I think a setting might have like reset or something like that, because every time that I was placing a block on the video, it seemed really loud on the video. So I've turned that down. It shouldn't be quite as prominent anymore. But what the difficult part is we have these going around the edge as well. Now, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. I'm hoping it's not going to make too much of a difference. But these need to go around the edge here to give that depth above the window. It's going to look so cool. But is this too big or a good size? Because we have that goes on there. And that probably is going to go on there, and the window's going to be above there with the packed ties. This goes up here. This is a pretty good colour. It's a little bit darker than on the picture, but I think it's really going to suit the building when we finish it. So let's just do like a little bit of a test build here. Something like that. And then, see, to me, this looks like a little bit too big of a gap. But I suppose it is a really big door. We've got that. No, we might be okay. We might be okay. It might not be as big as what I thought. It just at first it was like 3 diagonal blocks. That seems huge. But then, yeah, see, we still don't even have a middle point now. I think I might have to do it like this, and then do the packed ice. Maybe like that. Either like that or like that would work even better. And then do this side. I think this... Yeah, that works, doesn't it? That works okay. And we can put the break in the middle of the door. Obviously, I can't do the 2 windows down the side. But that should make it door-y-ish enough. And then the other tough part of this is going to actually be the diagonal... What are they called again? I've forgotten. Hang. The hangover at the top. That's going to be pretty tricky to do as well. I actually need these on the floor, which probably means... How high is this door? So it's 3 blocks tall. No, that looks okay. Our doors, we always try and keep 3 blocks tall. So I think that's good. Okay. Put those there. Perfect. Okay, absolutely perfect. I think we've got it under control. Now for the windows then. How big do we want these windows? I think 2 blocks wide, or 2 blocks high, 4 blocks wide. Because then that allows us to put in the break in the middle of the window. It's got like a dark... Oh man, these hiccups. It's got like a darker edges on them, but seemingly not along the top and the bottom. So we're not going to do that. And then this can run along here. We have a break in the middle, like this. And you know what I might do? I might just bring it out by half a block. That looks so cool. That's got a lot of depth to it then, because we've got this going to here and carrying on this side. And it just gives you that little block there. See that? I think that's perfect. I think that brings out a lot of depth. The window then comes out a little, you know, comes out against the window a little bit further. That's good. I think that's a really nice design. So we need another 2x4 window here. And then it goes to... Well, according to the picture, we might not need this block here. And I think that's right. I think that's right. Let's move this back one. Take those away. This is the kind of testing that you do at this stage instead of carrying on all the way to the end and then going, ah, no, that I've done it like one block too wide. Make the changes as you find them, and then you don't forget about them, and then it's not too late to change at the end. It doesn't take too long to change this kind of thing this early on. The further you go, the harder it is to change, because the more you need to sort of catch up with. That one. Packed ice. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. Put this here. That one, that one, that one. Oops. That one, that one, that one, that one. That one, and that one. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, we need this block to come out wider. And then we have the sort of post pillar that comes up. I'm going to put this along the top here, because we're going to have the slope that comes out anyway here. I've got the slopes here, look. We'll do them blue and white, obviously. I'm going to actually put this here, and then it really divides the two up. Blue and white. White, 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 white. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I really like these parts around the edges as well. It might be easier for us to just use a single block, so it might actually end up being like more efficient to do it that way. Now, we do have a problem here, because this should technically wrap around to there, and then the building carries on this block here. But we have a problem that we can actually see the window from this side. If you imagine this is going to be there, we can see the edge of this window. So I think what the best plan would be to actually do this wall as entire slabs. I don't think that there would be any windows at all along here, because it's a corner building and it's sort of in a place where you would expect other buildings to be next door to it. And if there were buildings next door to it, like skyscrapers and stuff like that, then there would be no point having windows on these walls. I mean, what would be the point? There would be no point. So these can go like that. And we'll do this wall just like basically half a slab out. Very, very nice. On top of this wall, we have another set of windows. So we're going to drag this back here. And there. And these windows should be fairly simple. We can do that. And that. We have the break in the middle. And that gives us two 3x2 windows. I think 3x2 windows is like the perfect size. There. And there. Packed ice in the middle. Book, 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 book. Book, book, book. Like this. We have white edge around it and grey in the middle. We're not going to be able to do too much grey, but I can do... Oops. This. And then do the white around the edge here. Yeah, that looks so cool. That looks so cool. Okay, put these up here. And there's no real lips or detail at the top end of the building. There's not even a lip that goes around the very top of the building. This one has basically just like a flat roofed edge up to the where it goes to the same sort of blacky grey roof as the block that we're using here in my hand, the strip. Okay, perfect. Sign along the front here. The sign, we're going to use just the quarter white blocks. These ones, these wool notches, because obviously we can't use full slabs, you know, or like the cut down panels diagonally. It won't really work all that well, will it? Okay, perfect. I'm going to replicate this wall over here. We've done it already. I'm just going to basically do it again and have it this way. And then we're going to put the slabs along the back, and then I should be back, okay? It's a short build. It should be a short building today. Okay, looking sick, looking sick, looking sick. But we need to do a little tiny addition, because this wall is only a half slab vertically. Along the top here we have our full blocks along the front, but the two back are only half slabs, so we get this sort of weird sort of thin bit. It looks like half of it's fallen down or something. So all we've got to do is add a half slab to the back. So now it looks like a full block wide, when it's technically two half slabs covering two different blocks. Like one half slab is on the block that side and one half slab is on the block this side. It's like doing the half slab trick that you could sort of do in vanilla Minecraft, you know, this way, like that. So it's a floating full block, but actually it's like two half slabs on two different blocks. But it works really, really well. I mean, now that looks like it's actually full, when actually the building is like something and a half blocks long. Do you know what I mean? But it just works so well. Okay, so we've got the sign to put in now. It's a pretty square sign. I think what we'll do is probably put these here first, and then it gives me something to place the blocks upon afterwards. And we should probably bring these up by one block as well. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Black, that one and that one. Black ones go in here, there, and then we can put the sign on here pretty much how we want. Now I was thinking about using these blocks. I think we still will. In fact, I could take those middle blocks out to help us out here. Oh, not that one though. And then if I done this block and this block and this block, I know we might not need the blocks at all, mightn't we? Like, I could do it like that, couldn't I? That'll give us, like, the squarest sign that we could possibly do on a diagonal. And I think it works pretty well. It's also got a rounded edge. I wonder if I take these corners away. I don't have... Yeah, let's give it a try. All I've got to do is cut this down. I want to try and get a way to round the edges off. And we could do it by just nipping the corners away and replacing them with... Oops. With those. Now, how high does this go? According to the picture, it pretty much goes, I'm going to say, like half a block lower than the pillars. So it'll go to there. But we want to take that corner, that very, very top one away. There, just like that. So it looks like the sign's rounded. No! You misclick on these and you're like, oh, I got to replace a micro block. Don't do the corner one. And then I should probably cut the black ones down into the same. I threw it. The notches by far are my favorite block in the game. You can use these notches for so many things because they're so versatile. You can place them any corner of any block. You can pretty much use them how you like. Like, there's no real limit with them. When you're using the pillars and posts and stuff like that, you can only use them on certain areas of blocks, but this works so well. Yeah, that looks good. I really, really like that. I think I'd prefer to have it clean than having some black dots on it to look like writing. I don't think that'll work very well. And I've cut down the blue and the whites in the hopes that we could maybe... Ooh, not that one. The blue and the whites in the hopes that we can maybe do a diagonal... what would you call it? Overhang. That's... I'm just going to call them that from now on. A diagonal overhang here. So we could do something like... That. It's so tough. I'm going to do a blue one there. And a white one there and there. It melts your brain trying to do it. Yeah, it just melts your brain entirely. I'm going to swap those out for that. Swap those out for those. And then that gives us a blue one to go here. And a white one. It's so hard to do diagonal stuff in this game. And then if I do like white, blue, well, it doesn't matter what colour's in the corner there, does it? Blue, blue, white. Take that one away. No, it's still it's just out too far. Blue. I think that's as close as I'm skilled enough to get. Maybe I can layer this up a little bit more. Like, I'm not very good on diagonals. This should work. Like that. Yeah. No, that looks okay. That looks okay. I'm sort of pleased with that. Maybe I'm never pleased, am I? There and there. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. So let's grab our wand and quickly put down a nice stone floor around here. Probably just go like a couple of blocks wider on either side, like to here. Set to stone. And then we've got the roof to do. So the roof shouldn't be too hard. We need this grey because it's just perfect for it. And these ones. And we also have a pipe that goes along the floor. Maybe I'll do that in white just so it stands out a little bit more. Yeah, so we've got, let's do the pillars first. We've got a double stack over here. I would say that block and that block. About that tall. I've got one here. I'm not going to do the round bit on the top because it never looks right anyway. It never does seem to work for me. Unless... Is that good? Yeah, that looks okay. That looks okay. And then we've got the grey giant aircon unit here. I'm thinking about doing it like this and then with a slope on it. And then a nice white cable, I think, just so it really does stand out. And that leads all the way to there. Some sort of electric cable or something like that. We then have another pillar, I would say, there. And another one, I would say, here. And then we have another aircon or an outlet sort of style one. Like that. And then, can I fly and get under there? And do it on the back here. That looks pretty good. Bird's nest at the back, but I don't think that we can really do that. I don't think it'll look that good. But I do think just dropping these down by half a slab would look a little bit better. They look a little bit too tall and pointy, don't they? Just a half slab, I think, would be much more powerful. And there. Wonderful. Okay, that's going to do it. That ceiling, that roof now looks perfect, doesn't it? It's just that little touch of detail that a building needs. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I shall see you in the next episode. That'll be a world tour, if I am not mistaken. Okay, guys.